The car still hasn't been cleaned from my last adventure. Daniel and me decided to do a road trip through the UK. Don't ask me why we had to do this in the winter, because it was cold and rainy and stormy, but we packed this little car full with our gear and drove through Germany, Belgium and France until we arrived in Calais at the ferry. Yep, you should hurry.
I do.
So we got to refuel the tank right now because we're not allowed to take our 20 liters of petrol with us on the ferry. So that's why Daniel is at work right now.
Next time only in third world countries. Huh?
On the ship I was happy that I decided against the Eurotunnel. Here I could run around freely and enjoy the salty air of the ocean. It was a perfect atmosphere for a new adventure. Okay Dan, how was it to drive on the left side?
First time driving in Britain, and seriously I think I'm always on the wrong lane. You think always they come on your lane against you. That's...
Ooh, and the first roundabout, my friend. Finally arrived at the hostel. It's actually a pub, but it has a few beds, and down there at the bar you can order so much food and so much to drink. But I chose it for only 2 nights because here in the middle of London I cannot put up my tent, so I needed somewhere else to sleep. This is it here. What was it? Room 1, right?
Yeah, the right one.
Okay, we need a key card again.
Check it out.
This is it. 1, 2, 3. This is mine.
Two beds are set.
Good. A bit smelly here in this room with 18 people. I think that's normal. But this is where I'll be sleeping. Looks okay. It's not bad for 2 nights in London. The next morning we drove to Greenwich, first to escape some parking fees during the day, and second because there was an important location which I had to visit as an adventurer. And this is the reason why I wanted to come to Greenwich, the prime meridian. This is the line from which all distances on Earth are measured. This is the eastern side of the world, and this is the western side of the world, and I'm just rolling across that prime meridian. I really wanted to come here because this is the start of everything, and this is also the start of my life as an adventurer, of my journeys around the world. Okay Dan, put your foot there. Okay, this wasn't measured by your foot.
No, definitely not.
Your standards are a little bit larger. After getting some interesting information in the museum, I used the rest of the time to do a quick sightseeing tour. The bad thing was that I couldn't really see much because they were working on all the important buildings to make them fit for the summer, the real tourist season. Not even the London Eye was operational. At least I had the honor to climb the 311 steps of the monument. Dan, that somehow reminds me of Bologna. And one go up here, but look, No matter how high we are now, it's nothing against this one. I heard a lot about Warwick, so I thought, hey, why not visiting one of the UK's top attractions? We drove north, and when we arrived I saw only a huge disappointment. The famous castle itself was some kind of a family theme park and nothing for an adventurer. Alright, no problem. We used the chance to explore the town a little, which was done in an hour. And then darkness set in. Nothing to see anymore and not enough light to film. After discussing it with my travel companion, we decided not to waste our time wandering aimlessly through the town, but use the time until bedtime to drive further north. And that was our ritual for the next days. As soon as it got dark, we jumped into the car and made a few kilometers further north. My next destination after Warwick was the beautiful landscape in the Lake District National Park. Once we arrived, nothing could hold me anymore, and I had to climb to the top of one of the hills. The wind was so extreme that we had problems standing on our two legs. Oh, nice bench even, with a beautiful view. Maybe I'll do a little break here. Very cozy. Now with the raindrops in addition, our best weather for a picnic, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, perfect!
Daniel thought it was a joke, but it wasn't. I think it was a bad idea to put this on.
As long as it not rips apart, it's still okay.
The good thing is, climbing upwards is easy because the wind literally pushes you up the hill. This is almost impossible to fight against this wind. Never had such a strong wind before, really. They keep their distance of respect. They know that an alpha predator is coming. And now the rain got me. I'm absolutely wet. This here, the water's dripping everywhere onto my pants, everything's really getting wet. But it was worth it being up there and experiencing this. Now I need to get rid of all these wet clothes and get myself something to eat, because both Dan and me were hungry like hell. Haven't had lunch yet, right?
Nope.
And it's way past lunchtime, so our stomachs really need something. While we're waiting for our food, Daniel had the idea to eat raw sugar.
It's at least a snack.
And there it goes.
Good.
We are now full, and we decided to keep driving because it gets dark pretty early, and when it gets dark we have nothing else to do. And that's why we got the idea, okay, why don't we use that time of darkness to drive further until it is time to sleep. Then we put up our tent, see how far we've come in the next day, and that's how we keep traveling every day. Okay, this is funny. We just wanted to get out to a McDonald's to grab something to eat, and suddenly we found this. A whole family made this probably their home because they know that out here they can always get something to eat from the humans here. Good. First toilet, then eating, and then we can look for a place to sleep. After searching through Google Maps, Daniel and me have finally found a good place to sleep. It is still 50 minutes away from here, next to a small town. There's a little parking lot, there's a little field where we can erect the tent, and I hope that we will get a good night's sleep there. It's still raining, the strong wind is still there as well, but first, another almost 1 hour long drive. We finally arrived at our little camping place, but the wind out there is still as strong as it was in the national park, and in addition it rains from time to time. It is almost impossible to put up the tent because wait, listen to this. This is the wind. You hear it everywhere. And sometimes it is so strong that this entire car is shaking. If we do it, we have to do it quick.
Yep.
We finally managed to put up the tent in this storm. I think we hit the worst moment in the entire winter of Great Britain.
Yeah, seems so. Storm coming in the days when we are here. Nice.
We were searching for adventure, but somehow the adventure found us. I mean, look at that. How the tent is moving and all. Sometimes I think that we fly away together with the tent. And now some might ask, okay, what are two adult people doing in a tent, although it's not time to go sleeping yet?
Play cards.
If we had some cards, yes. I still have my MacBook, but that's in the car right now, so the only thing left to do is tell each other some stupid jokes.
Practically already a joke. I go to bed, that's it. I'm off now.
I think we will survive that night, and I see you tomorrow.